Cool. So we're in London at the Dome in Tufnell Park for the second night of the Kill the Lights tour. And I'm here with Travis Montgomery, guitarist, and the fantastic James Clark. Welcome to Metal Talk, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
How was Cardiff last night?
It was very good. It was a great place to start the tour. Obviously, Jay and Moose are both from there, so it was really fun to kind of have friends and family there and all that good stuff, because that's kind of our second home, second or third home right now. So it was a great time. Yeah.
Cool. The photos look great. There's plenty of people there. Yeah, it's good to get in front of people and get shredding again.
Yeah, it feels like when we toured, what was it, a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
So it's nice to finally get out on our own tour and play all the new music. We have 2 albums worth of material now, so it's just nice to get out there.
So obviously you came over a couple of weeks ago to rehearse for the tour, did you? How was the rehearsal?
Yeah, we about a week in advance, right?
Right. Yeah,
so
1 week.
So we stay in Cardiff is where we practice. Bridgend's where we're kind of been staying. So about a week. Yeah, obviously with a couple of the guys being in the US and a couple of guys here, it's band practice is a little more difficult. So we spent a week practicing and ironing out all the kinks.
Yeah.
We always seem to have something not working on the rig, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, spent a week doing that. It went great. So
I kind of imagine that first session, that first rehearsal session, it must be like an emotional release. Yeah, you've got all the excitement of the build-up, then you get together in a room, plug in, and just wham.
It's more like a release of anxiety.
yeah,
right? Because we haven't played together in so long. We're like, oh God, I hope this is going to sound okay. And then luckily we plugged in and we were like, oh wow, we can actually do this.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You know,
that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking a lot of people don't consider the kind of time and the effort that you have to put into making an album. There's the emotional strain, the worry, the hope, putting yourself out there in front of people. I mean, that first time you play one of the new songs live, with the thought of everything that's gone behind it, that must be some kind of goosebumpy type moment, yeah?
Yeah, it's funny actually, because I didn't even think about that last night, because last night was probably 5 or 6 songs we'd never played them live.
Yeah.
So I guess now you said that, I'll think about it, but it went down well. So it wasn't a different reaction, which is great, And I think that, like last night particularly, people were singing along to both.
Pretty much everything. That was kind of shocking. There's a group of people in the middle that knew all of the words, so it's even the new stuff.
Wow, that's incredible. I mean, it's like a real release of achievement, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
When any discussions around choosing the set list, any disagreements or any gossip, or you?
We don't really have any disagreements about that kind of stuff.
A couple of fist fights, right?
Other than that,
that was pretty smooth, wasn't it?
Yeah, we generally just try to make it flow pretty smooth, like the albums do, and nobody really has any problems with it. Yeah,
it's kind of funny. We have no drama like that.
No.
So I mean, I think we actually wanted to balance it out, so we had a mix of the first and second album, though.
Yep.
I think people sat on the first album, obviously with the thing called COVID, which we talked about before, it kind of impacted some of the touring. So we still wanted to kind of go back to the roots with the Sinner album and play some of those tunes that people are aware of, but also, play some fresh stuff too. So it's a mix, 50-50 mix.
And obviously we're talking about Death Melodies a bit, so it's a really impressive album. Yourself, Travis, and Jordan, how did you approach the guitar parts for that second album?
We actually wrote most of it over COVID. The way we wrote it, we would just send ideas to each other online, and if everybody was liking it, then we would keep working on that. But we never really sought out to do. We had nothing in particular that we were going for. We just kind of whatever we liked. If we all really thought a song was great, we're like, all right, let's keep moving with it. But there was no predetermined thing for the album.
Okay. And to my ears, it sounds like you and Jordan, you have a kind of different styles. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, the first album was 95% Jordan. This one's pretty much a 50-50. Yeah.
And how do you describe your guitar style?
A bit more on the technical side. Just the bands that I've been in prior were more on the progressive metal type thing. So I think I bring a little bit more of that to the table. So
I was looking at your Open Your Eyes, the Quad Cortex playthrough that you did on YouTube today. Yeah, which is a fantastic 4 and a bit minutes. I love the way when you solo, you can go from kind of slow vibrato, and then at a blink of an eye, you're absolutely shredding,
Yeah, that's all really intentional. Our producer, Chris Clancy, he takes all my guitar solos and chops out the unnecessary bits. And we go back, and the point of that is to make it so that he wants to have even if it's a really shreddy technical solo, he wants to have little pieces that get stuck in your head and you can kind of sing along to it.
I mean, it's watching things like that make me realise why I put my guitars in the loft, you know. But I was thinking, you know, when I had to learn guitar and things like that, yeah, you had no internet, so you were having to like play it by ear, lift the stylus of the vinyl record player, and then work it out, and then play along again. Yeah. So it's great that you can get out there and you do some lessons as well, do you, online?
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I do regularly, but when people reach out for it, I do it.
Okay, cool. Southampton tomorrow then?
Yep.
Then you get 1 day off, and then you've got 6 days straight through. How do you pace your voice for a schedule like that?
Well, because you got to think. So right now we're at a week of prep too. So actually 5 weeks prior to this, I started the set. That's how far in advance I was trying to do it. You know, just because. So obviously we're doing a headline set. So to go from probably for a year for us nothing to that is pretty intense. So yeah, it's about 5 weeks of prep, and you know now I'm already at day 7 or 8 already, even though it's the second show with practice. So a lot of hydration and tea.
And not too much talking to journalists like us. Yeah.
Not too much, but yeah.
Cool. And then obviously you're over to Europe then for another 10 days. Yeah, this is looking like good fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah, should be good.
Our first time in Europe, so.
Yeah, for this band, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Wow, cool. And while you're together, you'd be working on some new song ideas? Or?
That's the idea. We talked about it.
Yeah.
We'll see if we've got time to do it. Well, we want to do it. That's the plan, because it's nice to have everybody in the same room at the same
We've
time.
already got a handful of demos going for the new one, so just keep it rolling.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And you played Download over here in 2022, yeah? Any plans for some festivals this year or next year?
It'll be next year when we'll obviously traditionally if you look at a lot of the festivals, most of the bands are alternating every other year kind of is how you do it. So for us, it's going to be the aim is to kind of do a lot of those festivals next year, I think, and then the game plans to hit the US over the summer. So.
Cool. So we will see US dates later on this year. So guys, I wish you the best for the gig tonight. Any message for the fans?
No, can't wait to see you guys, hang out, high five, all that good stuff, drink a beer. Great stuff. No, we appreciate it. It's really nice to, with how long it took to get going with COVID and everything else too, it's nice to get in front of these people that have been listening to us for 5 years, you know what I mean? So I think the main thing is just getting out there and doing it. That's like the most exciting thing for us, just getting across the country, so yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Metal Talk, we wish you all the best. Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, appreciate it.
Cheers.
Yeah, thank you.